What's good? Ain't check it out, man. Welcome to the big show. Tis the season for some bald head reason, man. Understand so you won't misunderstand. I got my boys in the house tonight, man. Call my man right here, Obi-Wan Kenobi. What's going on, man? Holla at me.
What's happening, everybody? It's another week, another time to do a little bald-headed reasoning, and let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Watch out. Talk to me.
Oh, wow. Hey, what's up going on this evening for everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. You know, we're going to start this off again to give you some of the coming off our dome, off bald-headed reasoning, in the way we see things, slick and smooth.
Right on. Big Lil, what's up, dog?
What's going on? What's going on? I'm off the road this week, man. I'm off the road. It feels good to be sitting down somewhere instead of driving like I was last couple
You got that nightlight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, dog. We was like smoking in the bandit, dog. You was all over the place last week, dog.
Yeah, I was in witness protection.
But we glad you're back, dog. We glad you're back. So we about to kick it like man down, baby. Hey, we're gonna jump right into the head lead, man. Check this out. Tonight head lead question, man, is sponsored by New Spot Alert ATL. Man, check it out. If you hadn't tapped in New Spot Alert ATL, man, you need to do so right now, man, because we everywhere. We're gonna put you where you need to be. Good services, food, eat places, entertainment. Don't matter, man. We got it all in one spot, man. At New Spot Alert ATL. Check that out. Follow it today. I'd like to invite y'all right now for Bald Head Reason. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're checking us out right here on YouTube, or if you want to listen to the audio, man, like I tell you all the time, man, you can drop us on Spotify and check it out, and we can do it to you in your ear hole, baby. You dig that? Okay, so make sure you subscribe, man, and follow us on Spotify, and we're going to jump right into it. All right, the next head lead question is this. Will the next generation preserve what we know as democracy, or will the septic tank called politics force them to pivot to something different? I'll start with you, Lev.
Okay. I think for a while, all this craziness started going on the last couple of years. I thought, man, I don't know if we ever gonna get back to where things need to be, because we talk ad nauseum, man. We talked just off the last probably 4, 5, 6 shows talking about how, the political field is crazy and everybody's kind of just doing whatever works best for them and not really taking the people that they're supposed to be representing seriously, not really doing anything for them. But you know what? I think these younger kids, man, this generation, I think they're trying to keep things civilized pretty much. I think once we get this group right now that's in office, or running for office, I think once we get rid of these people right here, man, I think these younger guys, these younger, people, I think they don't get in and yeah, preserve democracy. It might get bad for a while before it gets better, because like we talked about before, with this election, everything can go south. It can be bad for a little while if this thing goes the wrong way. However, I don't think that's something that's going to last long term, because this younger generation, they see, man, they see. When you look at the numbers, I know these early polls don't mean everything, but when you start looking at the numbers, young people aren't falling for all that crazy crap that's going on. They want to get some of these gun laws taken care of because of all these school shootings and whatnot, and they want their rights. They're free. They're more free-minded, man, to do different things that, might have been frowned on years and decades ago. And so they'll be more apt to say, okay, let's not, let's not look at this group right here and say, hey, we're going to judge them negatively because they think this or they think that. They kind of open to everything. And I think that's a good thing to a certain extent. I think that's a good thing, man. So I think they'll preserve it. I don't think it'll go away, but I just think it'll get a little rough before it gets better. That's my take on it.
Okay. So not necessarily them pivoting away from it and doing it, but it's going to be tweaked a little bit, basically.
Yeah, I think it'll be tweaked a little bit. I think, overall, they'll still, preserve democracy, because I don't think they want to get away from that. I think one thing, if this election was to go the wrong way, I think a lot of people, even some of those people that vote for it to go the wrong way, I think a lot of people are going to see that, man, we made a mistake, putting this guy in office or putting these people in office. And so they will want to make some changes later on, because it ain't gonna go like they think it's gonna go if this person is in office. It ain't gonna go like they think it's gonna go. So that's why I say it might be some pain before things get better. But I do think they'll preserve it.
Okay, watch out.
Woo! Hey, so man, just to make sure the masses understand what we talking about here again, I'll repeat the question: Will the next generation preserve what we know as democracy, or will the septic tank called politics force them to pivot to something different? Man, when you think about the younger generation, a lot of them, you think about the two main political parties being Democrat and Republican. A lot of them don't gear to that or steer towards those particular two main political groups because they see things a lot different than our particular generation and the generations that are currently still running for office, right? That's the dynamic that we got to keep in mind and think about too, because they're thinking different than that. Their mindset that we got to think about how the culture that they live in right now and what they think is acceptable and not acceptable based off of what their beliefs are and how we see things, right? We see things totally different. So their democracy is based off of their beliefs and how the culture and what the culture thinks that they believe should be right and who should be accepted and not accepted. That council thing they like to do. They like to counsel you. If you step out of line talking about a particular group or something, or degrading of a different group. So their thought process is different when it comes to those two main political groups. So we got to take that into account and think about those things where they're thinking at. So a lot of them are thinking that, they're like, okay, how do these two groups fit what we see or what my vision, what my purpose and what I believe and my beliefs are? They don't. So I got to tend to go to the lesser evil of the two. And then some of them, they pivot to that evil side of it and not thinking about the ramifications because they're being misguided and not understand that if you are not in a certain tax bracket, you're not going to receive any tax cuts. You're not going to be getting tax cuts. You about to get hit upside the head just like the next person. But there was a picture that I saw that, depicts some particular households, and I'm not degrading, but I'm not talking about where nobody came from because I know how I came up, right, and where I came from. So, and the picture depicted, a house in Florida. That's all I'm gonna say, and then a trailer, and then you said, okay, so you think that the particular person in this bottom photo living in this particular mansion is thinking about you. It's not the case, but you, for some delusional reason that's in your head, you believe that he's going to give you a tax cut. You believe that he gave you a check because his name was written on it. Right. No, that's not how that works. You got to understand what you're looking at and do some research and really find out how the doggone government works. You can't just think that was given to him. There's another name on that check that starts with a T. It say Department of, and then it got a T. Definitely, it's the people that had to make some decisions on whether or not you got that particular check. That wasn't no sole individual decision. Since I said sole individual decision, that's kind of what it is. We know what somebody wants to go. They want this to be I can't get the word out right now.
It's amazing how many people think that though.
Yes,
it's amazing how many people.
It is quite a few, and it's discerning.
It's staggering. It's staggering.
Your comprehension level and understanding. That means you didn't pay attention when you was in your American government or political government class. You just really in there flipping pages. You wasn't really paying attention. When it came to the essay, you done paid somebody $25 to write your essay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what.
Exactly.
They're steering away from that the two main parties, but in order to keep those two democracy, those parties somehow gonna have to be involved. It comes up out of this to where it starts to shine, but with their particular view vantage points when they get somebody that's understanding that is unbiased, I would say, to all parties and fits what their belief of an elected official should be. So that's what I think. I don't think it's going to be rough, like Lev said. It's going to be rough. And I don't think they see that, and some people don't understand that because some of the stuff is showing you now, but you really like closing your eyes to what's being shown you. They telling you who they are right now, but you acting like you don't believe it, and that's discerning in itself as well.
Yeah, well, and you're right about that, because we talked about this in a few other shows, and I'm gonna let Obi-Wan go here, but and I'll get to my point in a minute. I'm glad that was a great point you made about how people just kind of it's right there. So it's not like you can't see it. I mean, they say this stuff, they do this stuff, so it's not like you can't tell what's going on. So I don't understand. Obi-Wan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna just caveat on what man said. It's done boiled down to where the younger generation needs some guidance. Just like when we came up, we had some guidance. Some of the older heads, took us along and guided us along and talked to us about this and that. I always revert back to that old saying: "The struggle is real." And it's gonna be real. And for them to open their eyes up to certain things, it's going to be a challenge, because now they're seeing things for what it's worth and seeing people for what they really worth. Because some people, they just they don't understand the concept of right and wrong on certain things, on certain topics. They want their narrative to roll off of your tongue.
Right.
If their narrative don't roll off your tongue, it's like something wrong with you. Like, no, man. It's like we are Americans. This is America. We are built on differences. It's nothing wrong with having differences, but are your differences, structured around that thing we call a moral compass? If not, you need to check yourself. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Standing for the flag. Let's talk about standing for the flag. My man, when he did his thing and he kneeled for the flag, he said he told you why he was kneeling for the flag, but people kept coming back with their narrative saying, "Oh, you're supposed to stand for the flag." Listen to what he's saying. He's telling you why he's doing it. But people got that deaf ear on both sides, and they're not listening to it. So that's just one example. Another one, I do college basketball. Okay, now this is one touched me so much this past basketball season, not this season, but the last basketball season, is changing teams' routines. All right. For example, I'm a big LSU fan. I'm gonna just put it out there. Y'all know me for the last couple shows. I'm a big LSU fan. All right. The women's basketball team, Kim Mulkey, they got into the Sweet 16, and we've been a lot of their games, and every time they go in the dressing room, they do a prayer in the dressing room, and they normally come out about 1 or 2 minutes prior to the tip, and they get back warmed up. You know what I'm saying? It's been the same way for years and years and years. Bro, the doggone governor of Louisiana, old Landry.
Mm-hmm,
Mr. Landry. This dude went to one of the games, and it happened to be that game against UCLA. I'm just calling it like it is. And he threw them politics all in there, dude. All in there. They should be out there for the national anthem and blah, 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 blah. And man, do you know how many teams do the same thing?
A lot. It's
man, bro. Like right now, I last year I did a whole bunch of JUCO games, man. But it was sometimes we as referees were the only ones out there on the court. And I'm putting it out there, man, because I hope a lot of people see this, because that's what needs to be said, man. Like, stop throwing politics in everything. You can't. For one, you can't put politics in the sports. And I hope the younger generation, the Generation Zs, the earlier millennials, because we Generation X, I hope they actually see, this type of stuff, man. It don't matter what party you with, if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, you just got to see things for what it's worth, man. Because every party has some good side, and every party has some bad side. Just like they say, that far left and that far right. You don't want to be caught up in that far right and far left, man, because they're in it for the wrong reasons.
Yep.
And then that's my take on it, man.
You right. You right about that. That a lot of coaches do that, and the fact that you can do that because you don't want your kids involved in the whole political aspect of why you're not, why are you not standing, why are you kneeling? A lot of coaches said, "Hey, we're gonna take it to the locker room, and we're gonna say a prayer in the locker room as a team, and then we're gonna come out." Well, if somebody's doing that and they're saying they don't want these kids, girls teams and men's teams, we don't want these kids involved in this thing. I think that's a positive, man, because they're saying, "Hey, we're here to play basketball.
Exactly.
We're not here to be."
Let's take that out of. Let's take that equation out of it.
Yeah, take it out of the equation,
and we ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah,
take it out of the equation.
And that's what they did. But then they still get criticized for that because now they're saying, "Oh, so that means that if y'all were out here, you would have been kneeling, or that means you don't like the national anthem.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go inside. You can't win in certain situations, man, with certain people."
Yes, sir.
So
yeah.
So you guys make some incredible points about this whole thing, and I'm gonna go through some of this what you was just talking about because I have the same type views on it. But since the flag thing was the last thing we talked about, I'm gonna jump on that right away. Man, do you know how many people was coming at me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook because of what I wrote about that flag in this book right here?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Okay, let me tell y'all. What I wrote in this book is fact. I didn't make it up. It's not my opinion. I'm not even the author of the Star Spangled Banner. I merely just told people before you get all wound up, getting mad about people not standing for the flag, and you telling people what they can and can't do and kicking people out of meetings and all that other stuff. Mean? You telling me that I need to be happy about you sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? Denigrate me, okay? Because what you did is you took the third verse out of it only because you was catching controversy. You didn't do away with it. You just don't say it.
Hey, you just don't say it no more.
You just don't include it in the lyrics, okay? You just don't include it in the lyrics. So I'm going to be honest with you. I love my country. I serve honorably. I loved all that. But I do not feel the same way about standing for no damn flag or that music playing anymore like I used to. I do not. And I'm going to tell you why I don't. The incident that happened to me when I got out of the military, when them cops pulled me over and, this and that and did that to me, man, and treated me like I was nobody because of the color of my skin, that flag ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? That flag was for what it represented then. To me, it holds no more weight to me now than the Confederate flag do. I'm being 100. Because they have yet to be held accountable for that garbage. We don't sing the third verse because we know that it disrespects people of color.
Most people don't know it exists.
I give them that. That's admirable. But you know what? Don't hide it and act like that it don't exist. And then don't get mad at people because they don't believe in that because of things like that happen. See, that's what it is. They'll never want to be held accountable. Now, going to the part about our young folks, I think that they're going to kind of pivot to, they're going to preserve democracy, but they're going to pivot to something that's going to be a little more bipartisan, and it's going to be more inclusive. I wouldn't be surprised, man, that in some years to come that the presidential race and the vice presidential race are two separate things like they are in states. Yeah. They're not on the same ticket in states. The lieutenant governor and the governor is not on the same ticket in states. There's two different separate things. You see what I'm saying? And the attorney general in the state is not part of the governor's cabinet. You have to be elected. It's separate. Like, so and that's a good thing because it keeps, you have different seats at the table, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pivoted something like that. And as far as your boy Trump out here spewing this stuff, talking about, who gave people stimulus checks. First of all, I ain't gonna sign it unless they put my name on the check. Right. But you know what though? He's so stupid till they said, okay, all right, your name can go on the check. They all went direct deposit, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna steal your name on there, nobody, blood. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
People at the bank. They just want that money, man.
All they see is a check coming, and they feel, oh, I got paid. No,
they saw that. They saw that on pending deposit, boy, and the boy was like, I got that stimmy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he paid me. No, he paid me.
Make sure everybody knew it was him.
Yeah. By the way, he didn't have anything to do with that. Congress used that because he pretty much bankrupted us during COVID, and wasn't no America spending no money because wasn't nobody working.
But
so they had to put money in the thing there. But anyway, hey, I digress on that. But sometimes people need to know what the hell they talking about.
Well, we're gonna get hit upside the head when it comes to Social Security coming up. I ain't gonna even talk about that. That's fleeting.
Yeah, it's something else, dog. FICA is gonna us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, FUBAR.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking
right, so we're gonna jump on into something. Hey, before we get depressed about that, because I believe in our children, our future. Jesus will lead the way. Hey, I just hope them little badass kids don't ruin it. Basically, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
I think they're gonna be on it.
I hope so, dog. I hope so.
Hey, boy.
Yeah. Boy, the only cotton I need to be picking is out of my chin, dog. You know what I'm saying? They got to kill me because I ain't going to nobody field, dog. I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, boy. You up here in VA, boy. You drive down Route 5, you still see a couple cotton fields. I be driving down there in South Carolina, Harlem side, Sherwood Plantation, all these plantations. I'm like, dude,
I ain't rocking with them. So let's roll with this and that, man. All right, so this and that tonight, man. We got some controversial things right here, and we're a little bit behind, so we're gonna pick it up. All right, so this and that.
Don't do it.
Is it spades or dominoes? Over one. Which one you tapping in with?
Don't do it, man.
Man, hey, let me tell you, spades it is.
Spades? Okay, elaborate.
Hey, inquire minds want to know.
I get down with dominoes now. When I'm gonna go back to '93 when I came in the Army. I had a cat in my company. They used to call him Daddy Rabbit. Daddy Rabbit was an old fueler, man. Oh, at that time it was 77 Fox, but it's 92 Fox now.
Old 77. Come on.
Yeah. So old Daddy Rabbit, man. My first couple weeks there, man. I'm in Korea. I'm trying to get accustomed to everything, man. I'm in my room. I'm trying to talk to a couple people. Of course, you're saying you got to sip a little bit. In Korea, and man, all I hear is blow, blow, blow. Daddy Rabbit, Daddy Rabbit. What's my name? Daddy Rabbit. So I'm like, man, what the hell? So man, I walked down the hall, man, and they got the door open, man, and man, Daddy Rabbit giving him the business, dog. Hey, he slamming them bones, crazy as hell, man. Like I said, man, and he walked out the room after he done won the game. You know what I'm saying? Then he walked back in. He's like, let's go ahead, shuffle them up, and let's go. And I was like, wow. I said, okay. So man, he got me down, man. Daddy Rabbit showed me the bones, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, but my game was always spades. Now, I done seen a lot of friends get broken up by spades.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to call your books, baby. You know what I'm saying? You reneging. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I can't have you as no partner, man, if you can't count your books.
Yeah.
So I done seen a lot of friendship broken up, man. But when you running them in spades, you running them. So, hey, my game always was spades, man. So, hey, that's me, spades.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Watch dog. Watch dog.
He's on mute.
Yeah, he froze on my screen.
So
there you go.
So hey, I boy, you hit me with that one, boy. You say spades and dominoes, because I play old annual domino tournament at least twice a year. One of the guys, Air Force, retired Air Force dude, at his house, right? So when the first year I went in and played, right? I had to understand they rules, for their rules, but they cater the thing. It be food up there. You get there getting fat, full, and sipping on and getting your libations in. But you end up playing because you look over there and see that trophy. You trying to get this trophy.
All of that.
First year they done skinned me up. I'm like, I don't know the rules. I know the rules. Okay. Hey, watch dog. DJ won. Derek Jeffrey won that year.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So the next year we roll around, right? I said, all right, I think I'm ready. I know the rules now. I know the rules. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna get these chips. Boy, before they know it, I came away with that trophy, right? Then I turned around the following year and came away with it again. That dude the host was hot because I done won back to back. He's like, how? Whoa. I've been the only back to back champion. Well, you ain't this year. So for the last couple of years, they've been teamed up to make sure I don't win. But I gotta go. Even though that doesn't happen and I done won those 2 trophies, I still gotta go with Spades, man. Because Spades is the only game where you can humble anybody at the table. Like it's 4 of us on this right now. Right? Me and Lev teammates, and we done gonna ran a Boston on y'all right now. Y'all can't talk to us no more. Matter of fact, the rest of the show, we gonna hold it ourselves. You sit there in silence and just nod your head. Anything we say. What? It's got to be Spades, man.
It's Spades. Okay.
It's got to be Spades. Boy, you run that Boston on somebody, boy, they so mad at you, they can't even talk. They just sitting there stuttering.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, who you got?
Hey, both of these, they almost like hey, if you ain't gonna do nothing else, you gonna play some dominoes, you gonna play some spades. And so over the years, I think mine is going back and forth. I think when I first went in, it was just straight spades. It was spades all day, man. Hey, and then after a while, it went to dominoes. Everybody was slapping them bones. And I didn't know how to play at first, man. So I was going out there putting dominoes in the wrong spot, putting numbers, slapping the ball on the table and the numbers don't add up, all kind of stuff.
You know you finna knock because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, so it took a minute, but then when I got it, that was top dog right there, man. But then I look back and say, you know what? Spades, one thing about spades, I think is more people that play spades. I think more people know how to play spades, man. So, you can picture several times. We all been at old military barbecue, man. Old.
Boy, hey, you hear that as soon as you walk in, somebody Boston.
Yeah, we all do it. It's always somebody that don't know how to play dominoes, but it ain't hardly ever anybody that know how to play spades. Everybody know how to play spades. Everybody done took that card and put it on their forehead before they go out. Everybody did that. So I think overall, man, I would say spades. Just like that. Just like that. I think at a time it was dominoes. Dominoes had its time, but I think overall I say spades because everybody could play spades.
Yeah, I think we're a clean sweep on this one, man. Even though I love me some dominoes too, I think it's spades, man. Because dominoes. Dominoes was the game, man. Where it was like you had to know how to play, and if you didn't know how to play, they'll just talk so much about you ain't even want to mess with that no more. But the spades, though, you ain't even you need to have a good partner. But sometimes if you're really good at spades, you can carry your partner.
You can carry. You carry.
Hey, what that card is?
But now this is the only thing I really like.
What that card is?
That's old Joker or Dukes.
Big Joker.
That's big Joker, little Joker.
Hey, Joker, baby, that Joker.
But let me tell you something. Man, I was playing spades with my uncle, man. My Uncle Thomas used to stutter real bad. So I used to ask him all the time, he could play spades. He said, out there, I said, we forget. He said, we gonna whoop them. And I asked him, and I say, I got 5. How many you got? I got a few. I'm like, okay. Well, I did a few years. I just say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know what it means. I don't want to ask you no more because we're gonna be here all night. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it was good. So we gonna move on to the next one. Okay. All right, y'all been taking out, man. So Keith Sweat, Al, be sure. Watch that. I'm gonna start with you right there, dog.
Yeah, you gonna go ahead and start me? But I'm gonna tell you what. I got a little bead of sweat right now because you know who I'm going with the Keith Sweat. Because you throw some Keith Sweat, you throw it on at the right time in the right situation. You know what's coming down right now. Boy, don't they drop it? They drop. You hear me? They drop it. Matter of fact, they gonna get thrown at you. They gonna get thrown at you, and you out there, boy. You slow dancing in a whole different way.
right in the wrong way. Keith Sweat. Okay, all right. One. Who you rocking with, dog? You want to get off on your own? You gonna make it last forever? You know.
It's just a tough one, man. You know.
Man, don't go with that New Jack City dude, man. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, you know, like my man said, you know, you got one of them that's the founder of the New Jack sound, but you know, Keith Sweat was the first performer of the New Jack sound, New Jack swing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you look at it, I'll be sure, you know. Hey, my man got a good backing, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's his godfather? Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
You know, Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying? That's probably one of the smoothest producers ever to do it. You know?
Yeah.
Easy.
So, you know, it's a tough one, you know what I'm saying? If I want to go for all-time performers, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go with Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I look at, you know, how Al B. Shore came about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people don't know this, man. 2022, that brother was in a coma.
Yeah, he was. Yep.
You know, that brother was in a coma, man. And I forgot how many months he lasted in the coma, man. But, you know, he came out, man, and now he's doing all kind of, you know, charity work, you know what I'm saying? All type of awareness.
He live here. He live here, man.
Yeah. You live in Georgia?
Yeah, he live here.
Okay.
Keith Sweat. Yeah, he lives here, man.
Yeah. So, you know, but, you know, I'll be sure, you know, he did his thing, man. But, you know, Keith Sweat, if it's going to be a choice, man, I think Keith Sweat, you know what I'm saying, as far as performance and stuff of that nature, I'm going to pick him, man. And a lot of people don't know this. You know, Keith Sweat used to work on the stock market, dog. Back in the day.
Yeah, he's smart. I know he was
a broker.
Yeah, I know he's a very smart dude. Yeah, I know that.
So yeah, you know that, man. So you know,
but I've never seen them lullabies talking about you gonna take this stock, baby.
got that brain, that paper. Big Lamb, who you rocking with, dog?
Man, hey, I don't know.
What he serenaded on the stock? What he gave all his money up.
Hey, it's all about the catalog.
It's all about the catalog.
Yeah, it's about the catalog, man. And when I say that's gonna tell you my answer right there, man. Keep catalog is just too deep. It's deep, man. And you turn the radio on today, and you're gonna hear that in the Quiet Storm. You still gonna hear
I ain't hear Quiet Storm in a minute, boy.
Man,
yeah, it's real.
I thought you were about to say that doggone channel they be selling them CDs.
That Quiet Storm
is too deep, man. He got too many hits. We all know him. We can sit here and probably call out songs for about 30 minutes straight, man.
Man, I got them CDs upstairs right now, still in the old CD player. That old 50-bit CD player, that baby spinning.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna rock with old Keith myself, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now. I was thinking. Hey, Keith my dog, man. You know, and look, and I said Keith. Now don't get me wrong. Al B. Shore was a bad man. Because you gotta think about it now. It was 1990.
Yeah.
He was light skinned and he could hit high notes. You know what I'm saying? And you was light skinned. You was a bad man.
Let me
tell you the typical layout for girls in the 1990s, dog. They like light skinned dude. They can hit high notes, and he probably had an Acura Legend or a Jetta, dog. One of them. You know
or a sidekick. A Suzuki sidekick with the fat wheels on
it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going Keith all day, man. Keith has so many hits, dog. And I mean that brother, you know, if he's still touring, man, you know what I'm saying, still getting. But now here go my favorite one for the night right here, dog. I know y'all can't wait to get this right here, dog. In their prime, my favorite stuff. Big Left, we come with you with this one. In their prime.
Yeah, it is.
You going with Manu Ginobili or Andre Iguodala?
How Barkley said, Ginobili. hey, don't get me wrong. Iguodala, man, he was a bad boy. All right, hey, just let it go recently. You know, he ain't been gone too long. But
yeah,
man, Ginobili, all the big moments, you knew that guy. You know, he was gonna show up every game. All them games the Spurs won, them championships, and he wasn't even though technically he was probably third, maybe fourth option on that team, on some of them teams. He wasn't no normal third or fourth option. He was only third or fourth option because of the all stars and the Hall of Famers he was on the team with. But that guy right there, man, that's one of the all-time greats. And he was consistent. He didn't do it just for a few years. He did it for a long time. A long time. So yeah, I'm
he played about 36, 37 minutes a night too. Coming off the bench, he played like 36, 37 minutes.
Yeah, he was consistent.
But Iggy did too, though.
Iggy did too, man. But you talking about the big moments. I think Ginobili just had so many big moments where he stepped up and you know,
he did. But I can't overlook Iggy was the Finals MVP though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I get back to that. Okay. Watch dog. What you got?
Hey man, I'm gonna go over Manny, man. Manny was a man. With him and Iguodala, man, they matched up, but Manny stepped up on the offensive side of it, right? Manny had more points, scored more points. You know, he had, you know, they both had four championships. I think both had four. Yeah. Manny never had a Finals MVP, but I think he hit the All-Star twice. I think All-Star twice. One of those All-Star twice. So he had a little step in that particular category. But Iguodala was the man on the defensive side of the ball. He still scored too, but he didn't reach that particular pinnacle. I think Manny had him a little bit by from 3-point percentage over Iguodala did that, but rebounds was Iggy. But just because of the percentage of the scoring factor and coming in clutch time and giving them the game, it was Manny, man. Manny out there slicing, go make him a mayonnaise sandwich after he finished.
Yeah, he's bad boy.
Yeah, he already over there talking about make me a ham and mayonnaise sandwich because I'm about to drop this 3 of them right now. I'm coming off the bench, but I'm happy. I'm happy coming off the bench, and I'm finna drop this moment with that.
Hey, I was just getting ready to say that. That's one of the first to bring it over here.
He brought that Euro step
over here. Drop that Euro on you. You look, because when it first happened, you're like, man, did he just travel?
No, it was an unstoppable move.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, Obi-Wan, you rep these guys all the time, and you get the chance to see it. So I know you see some guys that got some Iggy type or some Manu games. So who you rock with?
Man, let me tell you, the Euro step. When that man brought that Euro step over there, I call him the father of the Euro step because you seen all them kids doing this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he brought it here. He mastered it. You know, I can look at my man Iguodala. He put in 19 years. You know, 8 with the doggone 76ers, 8 with the Warriors, 2 with the Heat, 1 with the I think it was Nuggets. He had great career. A Finals MVP, my man, he actually did it. You know what I'm saying? So he was a tough brother. You know what I'm saying? He was actually he was a utility guy for all those teams, man. You know what I'm saying? My man, Ginobili, hey, like Tim said, man, hey, 6 man coming off the bench, still putting in 30-something minutes a game. You know, this guy had not only 4 NBA championships. He had Olympic gold medalist, Euro League title. On top of that, I said, right. So this guy, he did it, man. I watched his this was a couple weeks ago, man. I was watching different NBA players, they speech, when they got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and my man had, Tim Duncan, what I'm saying, introduce him into the Hall of Fame, man. Stuff like that, man. That shows you their character. They cherish their moments with their teammates, man, and to have their man call them in to to the Hall of Fame. That's what's up, man. So mine will be Manu Ginobili, man. That dude, he's all around player. Iguodala wasn't too far behind him, but man.
I pose this question because, and by the way, just so we unanimous on this, Manu was he's a special player. He probably one of the most unique players in the NBA, man. Real talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And wasn't that athletic with it, but still did a lot,
but he was still able to did work. And I think and he was one of them guys, man, he embraced big moments too. You know what I'm saying? Sir. He embraced that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, Bruce Bowen, you don't want to take that shot? Okay, Tony Parker, you don't want to break nobody? I'm going to the rack. I'm going to the rack. You know what I'm saying?
Left hand. With that
left
hand.
I'll take this big three right now. I don't care,
And
he was bad. But I put these two up there because I thought they had, although, we favor Ginobili, they had similar careers. Their impact on games, and they was asked to do stuff in different roles at different times in their career. Ginobili was staggering, though. I had to give him the nod. He was never a starter. All that time, he was never a starter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was always a sixth man coming off the bench but playing starter minutes. But I just thought that was really compelling. I was like, man, this guy, he's playing behind Mike Finley, Tony Parker. He's playing behind, well, not Mike Finley, Bruce Bowen, Tony Parker. He's playing behind those guys. And I'm like, dang, man. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man. All right, so we're going to jump into the last segment here, man. Off the dome, fellas, so we can get up out of here, man. We're going to talk about who or what are we putting on blast this week. Obi-Wan, go ahead and hit it, baby. What you got?
Man, let me tell you.
Well, I got a feeling I know.
Woo, hey. Hey, last night, man, I had a couple things I was going to think about, We
got 3 minutes each. Hit it.
All right. But last night, it had to be that guy on CNN, man, Ryan Girdusky, the GOP commentator. This guy, out of all things, because I watch Abby Phillips, man. I love her show. She does a really good job with capturing both sides of the spectrum.
He checked them too.
But this guy had the nerve to say, "I hope your beeper doesn't go off."
Yeah.
To the Muslim doggone journalist. And the guy, man, he was like, everybody just stepped back like, whoa.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
And the guy said on national TV, he's like, you just said on national TV, you hope I don't get killed.
Yep.
Or you mean you hope I get killed or whatever. So I'm like, I said, that's crazy, man.
Ain't no cleaning that up.
Again, man, when stuff of that nature is rolling off your tongue so freely, this is not your first time saying that, bro.
Yep.
You done said that a couple times already. Right. This racism is like it's real, and these people on national TV doing that, man.
It's real.
And then try to spin it 2 days, 30 minutes, 24 hours later. They try to spin. That ain't what I meant.
Yes,
ain't what I meant.
That's my spiel, man. I know we shot for time, man. That's me.
Very impactful. Very impactful. Very good points too, because it's like we said earlier, it's right there in your face. You can't miss it. It's right there.
And he tried to clean it up, man. You can't clean something like that up. It ain't
clean it up, man.
You said that on live TV.
Yeah. Go ahead, Leo. I'm gonna go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, it's on me. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a little lighter, man. I'm gonna put these hometown Carolina Panthers on blast. Hey, that's what these folks doing, man. So I got a good friend of mine, man. Dude been going through some stuff, man, some rough stuff, whatever. He's a big Panthers fan, has been for years. For a long time here in the Carolinas, we ain't had no pro football team. So we got the Panthers, man. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon. They did a couple of little things back in the day, but we all know, they ain't no real NFL team, man. It is what it is. So I said, all right, my man going through some tough times, man. I invited him up. I said, man, let's go to a game, man. Let's go check out the Panthers, check out some game, man. See, get his mind on things. And why I log on to this site, dog? Why the Panthers? They ain't got no reason having no $500, $600 tickets, man. Y'all garbage.
No.
It ain't no reason. None of your seats. I don't care if I'm sitting.
Them tickets should be 75 to 80% off.
Hey,
that Christmas sales. That Black Friday sales should be going up.
Yeah. What kind of product you putting out here that I'm gonna pay $500 to come sit up in these stands and watch y'all score 12 points?
Field goal you to them.
I'm putting them on blast, dog. They got to change. They need a new marketing director or somebody to come in and say, "Hey, we are who we think we are. These tickets gonna be $12 a piece."
Well,
Carolina said, "Hey, we still got to pay light bill, dog. We still got to pay light bill."
Hey, what you say, man? What you used to say? Hey, they used to put 2 tickets in the grocery bag when you get your grocery, man. Just give you 2 tickets. Hey, you go back to that.
They did. Hey, they did that down here, dog. The Falcons in the house was so bad, dog. You go to Kroger, man. You check out, they drop you 2 tickets in your bag, bro. People be like, man, I ain't going to that shit. And they tear it up right there in the store, dog. You ain't going to that shit.
I'm so hard when I saw that thing, man. I said, nah, dog, y'all ain't going to get me, man. We'll find something else to do. $500.
What's up? What you got, dog?
Man, hey. I was gonna go throw my boys under the sink, because Trayvon Diggs for this fight with the reporter and should just shut up and play ball. But anyway, I ain't gonna throw them on the ball right now because they trying to get them number 1 pick.
Do it.
They try to get them a number 1 pick. But I'm gonna throw Bosa under the doggone table. Bosa gonna go interrupt per this doggone moment.
Yeah.
And slap on that freaking hat. And then when people start asking him about it, oh, no comment. What? Oh, you ain't got no comment now. You had plenty to say when Kaepernick did what he did, when he kneeled. Right. And Kaepernick even went and did some research before he kneeled and talked to veterans and all this stuff. But you ain't do that. You just ran out there and slapped that hat on. Now when people start bringing you that same energy, you ain't got nothing to say. Boy, so I got to throw sorry tail butt Bosa for the San Francisco 49ers out there. And if his teammate that's sitting right by him looking at him, and I'm talking about Williams, like he like to bully people anyway, left tackle, number 71, you should be over there slapping him in his locker every day because he don't care about you. He just let you know.
He don't. And that ain't the first time he done something like that.
Yeah, you're right. He did. He did it before.
He done did it before, and I'm like, come on,
did
man.
It before. That's not the first time he did that.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna stay in the NFL. I'm gonna stay in the NFL, dog. I'm gonna call out Anthony Richardson, dog.
I forgot about that. What?
Okay, so I have never, since I've been watching professional sports, seen a starting quarterback. First of all, Anthony Richardson, for those of y'all who don't know who he is, Anthony Richardson played at the University of Florida and was drafted in the first round, the 4th overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft. He went to Indianapolis and immediately was a starting quarterback because of his superb talents and all this other stuff. But on Sunday's game, OAR 5, he was playing like trash, first of all. And they was getting towed up, and he was trying to make play or whatever, and he got to one play where he said that it was a lot of running. So he took the helmet thing. This means tap out in football. I need a break. Now you started quarterback. So the play don't go like you want. So you said, I'm tired, boss. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to the sideline and take himself out of the damn game. When y'all trying to win, just take himself out of the game.
Quarterback.
The starting quarterback. So after the game, So after the game, the reporter says, "Well, Anthony, what happened to that play?" Well, you know what, man? It was on that play. It was a lot of running. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired, boss. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired. I got a little tired. So, I told coach, I need to get a little breather. That's what it was. I was exhausted. What? Man, them people pay you $100 million, dog. You get $100 million. I have never in my life ever seen that before.
Ever.
You take yourself out a quarterback, and I heard all kind of people on ESPN. Daniel Woody was on there saying, Man, if I would have wanted his offensive lineman, I would have whooped his because I'm up here running around trying to protect you, and then after the play, you go and take your ass out of the game.
Yeah,
you know.
I can see if you were a receiver, you just ran old post route, or you an edge rusher, and you an edge rusher, and you done rushed about 5-6 times.
You're a quarterback, though, dog.
Hey, boy, you the starting quarterback. You know how much money we paid for you?
Yeah,
that part. And you over there talking about.
Well, let me give you a little Adam Schefter. You know, he picking splinters this weekend because they put his ass on the bench.
Boy,
you know what I'm saying?
Boy, he went straight. He under Bobby Boucher right now. He ain't even he can't even provide that high quality H2O.
and before we get out of here, you know, I just want to say that, you know, people like that in the NFL normally lose their job. So don't be surprised if he get cut. You know what I'm saying? I hope that ain't the case for him.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing that on him. And I would understand if it happened. You know what I'm saying?
He learned quit, man.
He catching it today all day. So he learned his lesson.
Yeah, he gonna learn the hard way because he gonna be picking splinters for a little while, though, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he need to call Andrew. AL. Call Andrew.
Andrew Luck.
Tell Andrew he started performing.
Luck said I quit too. He quit too.
Luck quit too. He started forming, and he said, "I'm good. I'm happy forming."
It don't seem like the Indians is the destination place to go play quarterback.
No. You can go quit and start your form because Andy Luck said, "I quit."
Well, first of all, I can tell you right now. Don't y'all get mad at me, Indianapolis, but I'm gonna tell y'all like Charles Barkley said, everybody going to heaven in that town because it's boring as hell. Ain't nothing to do.
They call it nap town for a reason.
Yeah, it's boring as hell in that town. I went there and I'm like, damn, ain't nothing to do around here, man.
Hey, I know.
Everything was set up about 6:30, man. I saw tumbleweeds rolling down.
Indianapolis so boring. We went there for when a night NCAA tournament first round game was at the University of Indiana a couple years ago. We went to Indianapolis. You know we ended up doing for fun? Going to see Fort Ben Harrison, Indiana, where I went to AIT. That's what we did.
Scrabble and sightseeing. Let me show you this tour of Fort Ben Harrison.
Man, this is Hey, what you should have did, dog, you should have whipped out on 2 album 2-1 and said, "Why you come up here and make more records, dog?" You know?
Hey, after old Caitlin Clark got hold of us, dog. That's what we did for fun, man. Old Caitlin Clark got hold of us. Then we went over there to Fort Ben Harrison.
Yeah, she don't even be there after the game, dog. She haul ass go to Cincinnati.
I go to Lively City.
Yeah, no doubt. So check it out. That's our show for tonight, man. Thank y'all for kicking with your boys at BaldHeaded Reasons. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Follow us on YouTube at BaldHeaded Reasons, man. We also on Spotify as well, man. Audio version. You can listen to us in your car, wherever you at, man. So check us out. You know what I'm saying? Every Friday night at 10 p.m. a new episode. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. We'll holler at y'all fellas. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a great weekend, man. And I hope to see y'all again soon, man. And y'all think about my boy Sheldon Ando right now, man.
Yes,
prayers up for my boy.
Give me your prayers.
No doubt about it. All right, we're going to get up out of here, man. Salute. Y'all take care. Holla.